Hi everyone, I'm Marika Washchyshyn and I am here in Midtown Manhattan at Golf Body, and I am joined by Bradley and Matt. These two guys are going to help me get back in shape after a long winter off of the golf course. So Bradley, Matt, thank you for joining me today.
Awesome.
Let's start talking about what is the most frequent thing that you see when your clients come in here to Golf Body and they want to get back out there. What are their winter ailments, so to speak?
Yeah, well, most of our members, are working at a desk 40, 50 hours a week. So they get this rounded shoulders and rounded upper back. The problem with that in golf is that this roundedness leads to limited rotation. So we're going to show you a few things today to work on that.
Awesome, great. And Matt, tell me a little bit about how long this process takes. Like if I just want to get out and get to the range and I don't need to be in top form, I just want to make sure that I'm ready to go for my first round. What are we going to work on?
Yeah, I think in talking in terms of two things, like the pre-round warm-up might take 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on how many, exercises or sets you wanted to do. But really to get back in game shape, I would just say, 2 to 3 weeks doing these exercises a couple times a day or in a workout routine would be fine.
Awesome. Okay, well, we're starting today. The Masters is just a week away. We got to get back out on the course, so let's get started. All right?
Great.
Okay.
So we are going to start with a lunge with rotation. Okay. So what you're gonna do is go ahead and get into a lunge position. Good. Okay. So what I want you to do now is cross your arms over your chest and just kind of rotate as far as you can to the left over that leg, making sure that your knee doesn't come out too much. Okay. Good. So what we're looking at here is we got a nice rotation through the T-spine. We're going to stand nice and tall. We got a good stretch through the hip flexors. This is really good, especially since we sit down all day. A lot of times we end up like this for hours on hours at a time. So getting a good stretch through that area is going to be really good for the golf and getting back into game shape. So go ahead and do a couple reps for me. Yep. Good. Just stay nice and tall at the chest. Don't lean too far over.
We're also getting good separation, lower body and upper body there.
Right. Absolutely. 2 more. Good. Okay, so next we're going to actually now add some side bend component into it. That's going to give us a little bit more stretch through the hip flexors, and it's also going to give us some mobility in the spine from a lateral standpoint, okay? So I'll hold this. 1 minute, thanks. So go ahead, and what you're going to do is take a lunge position again. Okay, good. And now what you're going to do is you're going to reach your left hand over the side that you lunged on. Good, now reach your hand towards me. Good, push me long here, get some length through that left side. And back to the center, up, and let's switch sides. We're gonna do that a couple more times, okay? Good.
And so what specifically is this going to help me on in terms of the mechanic of the swing?
Yeah, so what we know is we need side bend in the golf swing, okay? So in order to like stay in posture per se, and not kind of have like, let's say a, stand up out of posture, or as you rotate back, have flat shoulders. We're getting some good side bend at the T-spine, and then obviously just the same thing, lengthening through the entire other side, getting good mobility through hip flexors and your right QL there. Good. Good. All right.
Great. Feeling good. Feeling loose and stretched out. What's next?
All right. So next we're going to take you through, it's really a posterior chain stability exercise. So we're going to get some strength on the back and the shoulders. Again, good for opening up the upper body. And then it's really just a mobility exercise from a golf posture standpoint. So you're going to be stepping, rotating into your kind of downswing per se, and then the same thing, stepping and rotating into your backswing, okay? So feet's gonna start pretty close together. Okay. Stretch that out as long as you can.
And so if I'm doing this at home, I can use like a rubber band, or what other home equipment?
Yeah, I mean, you really don't have to have the band. The band's just gonna add the stability here and then strength here in the posterior chain. But if you do have a band like this, anything that you can find or use will work well for that, okay?
And then less than a shoulder's width apart, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'll get into golf posture. Yep. Go ahead and take a step either way, left or right. Now go ahead and rotate into your backswing. Good. Hold that stretch. We're going to come back together to the left and rotate. Good. Go ahead and do that a few times.
This is really going to help that desk worker that we talked about earlier.
Which is a majority of us, I think.
Absolutely.
Great. Whew.
How we feeling?
Feeling good. I'm ready to get out on the course, I think. Or do I have anything left to do?
No, that's it. That's it for today.